Hi everybody, this is Vaughn with Sweet Roxx Crystal Healing here, and this is a video I've been meaning to do for some time, mostly because I had to get all my rocks collected, but I came into this awareness of how to charge up my water as I'm consuming it in my household to synchronize and harmonize with the 5G tower that I'm getting my water from. So anyway, there's that. Most water towers have a 5G tower right next to it. So I believe because water is conscious, it's absorbing that frequency, which is why I believe they put them right next to water towers. Makes no sense, but that's what they decided to do. So how I'm going to combat this is I've collected a set of crystals to help re-energize my water again, because I believe my water is conscious, that I'm going to re-harmonize and the frequency within the water that I drink. So this was something that came to me in like a dream, if you will, but it was more like in a meditation though, but I was in a dream state. So what crystals came to me in this mixture is I've got, all of these are polished because I don't want any of the fragments in my water, obviously. What I got here is black tourmaline. We all know how great black tourmaline is at negating and filtering and absolving negative energies. And then I've got my favorite here for water purification. This has been used in ancient Chinese practices of purifying water. So I'm adding the shungite, which has also got a great negative filter in it as well for the energies, but I'm using the shungite to help filter my water. Now all of these are going to be energizing my water in their own unique frequency. So I've got lapis lazuli that kind of came to me. This one ties to the throat and the third eye. So my point of my water is I want to activate my pineal on a regular basis. I want that connection to be really acute, and I think my water can help with that. So I'm going to try this out and see what happens with my everyday practices. So I got lapis lazuli for that. And then I've got amethyst, which is also tied to the third eye, the crown, and even the throat chakra if you want to actually get in to the metaphysics of it. So with amethyst, I found for my experience with my use, the darker the color. So the amethyst I got super, super dark. And then I'm going with smoky quartz instead of your quartz crystal. This one again, because I'm using it with the intention of filtering and harmonizing the 5G frequency. This is why I do it. But this smoky quartz, look at all those sheens in there. Those prisms, isn't that just spectacular? So when I see stuff like this where you get prisms in it, it's super energetic for what it is. And so I choose for my water to go smoky quartz because of all the sheen that I'm seeing in this particular piece. So I got another one to match it. And then obviously my favorite is copper. So I'm adding this to my water to help with that mineral absorption that comes off of these stones, as well as my water. So I'm going to be adding copper to my water to kind of help excite it as I keep it in my refrigerator. And then I got myself one of those cool fancy elite Brita filters that really help with any of those other crap chemicals that are in the water. So there's that. That's what I'm doing with it, and I'll just kind of show you how I've gone through it. So I've got this, I've cleaned my water trough, I've cleaned my container, it's all ready to go. The next thing that I did to prepare my stones is I actually did a purifying and recharge. So I charged them in the sun. I purified them with my smudging of white sage, and this one was frankincense and myrrh because I believe in the spiritual properties of those two herbs. And so those got cleansed with that. And then we're just going to use my normal tap water. I'm testing this theory out through my filtration system. So we're going to take all of these and we're going to put them in our container here. Alrighty, so I've got all my crystals in here. I'm just going to put it right in the water. Again, I've already cleaned them all, so it is going to be safe to drink with, obviously. Did all the things to it to prepare it. And when I say clean them, I actually do a mineral bath with baking soda and mineral salt to kind of cleanse and purify them. And there's a little ritual that goes in. It's, basically what I say with the cleaning of it is I give the affirmation, I'm cleansing and purifying of all previous energies and hands that have touched it, that it may be a neutral and basic frequency, so then I can absorb a new frequency and set new intentions. So I go through and do this with my stones as I'm cleaning it. This is what's going through my mind. So now this one, now that they've been cleansed and purified with my fragrance smudging and being charged in the sun and the moonlight, recently with the cosmics, it's been pretty crazy. So I'm glad I got to charge them for this purpose for this. So now we're going to set the intention for it. The intention for all these crystals in my water bath that I am setting for this is to cleanse, purify, clarify, and energize the water that we consume in our household, that it may neutralize and harmonize the frequency of the water to reactivate the very life of Earth as it came from the Earth. So that is the intention I'm going to set with it. That's what I left with them. And basically we're going to put our lid on here and start filtering the water. Pretty plain and simple. Okay, so we got the water filtering now. And we're just going to kind of let it do its thing. Now the other thing I want to point out, those copper pellets there, copper is known to alkalize water. That's another reason why I wanted to put it in with my water too, is I wanted to kind of test that out as well. Just to kind of see the difference of it. But I almost suspect that this water is going to taste differently even with it. So I'm excited, and I'll definitely do a follow-up video with this video about the difference in my energies, if you will, as I continue my spiritual practices and start incorporating this crystalline water in my diet. So I'm excited to see what's to come of it. So anyway, that's me. This is what I do. This is something that kind of came to me, and yeah, I'm just experimenting. Like when I get these awarenesses, these like knowings of things, and I'm like, where did this come from? Okay, let's try it out. You know, so I practice it, and it's amazing what I'm finding because I'm attuning to that. So anyway, love you guys. Just wanted to share that with you. And this is one of my little crystal rituals that I'm just practicing to do. So definitely going to follow up with this one because this one was really powerful when it came to me. So it's going to be super awesome. Have a good day, guys. Thanks for listening to my little tutorial about crystal water.